When you're looking at the supply chains and the issues that are going on, with the geopolitical issues that are going on, it's really a perfect storm for us. It's to allow us to become the first vertically integrated company in North America to be a sole provider of all these drugs from domestically produced supply chains. It's going to be critical for the United States and Canada and Mexico.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Brent Willis. He is the CEO of Voyager Pharmaceuticals. And Brent, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, doing well. Really interesting to read your letter to shareholders, just to talk about sort of where you're going with the company in 2025 and really about where you've been in 2024. And 2024, Brent, I think was a really pivotal year for the company, especially towards the end when you signed this letter of intent with a multinational pharmaceutical company. Why don't we start there and talk to me a little bit about this particular deal and how all that work that you did in 2024 really led up to that?
Yeah, it really all the work did really lead up to that. So we caught the eye of several big pharma companies, and we had a lot of discussions with different groups, and we're moving forward with one of those. And it's significant in the fact that you get a multinational contrast company that is a major pharmaceutical company backing your projects. That is a huge step moving forward. And once we solidify what we're doing with them, we'll have another announcement coming out here. We hope in the next 60 days, maybe 90 days, but we're working with them to get through their due diligence phase right now. And what that's going to do for us, it's really going to allow us to accelerate our business plan. Our core of this company is building a radiology drug company, and our Earth to Bottle is all about sourcing our own minerals and creating these drugs with a vertically integrated structure, which saves an immense amount of costs. So when we have somebody like that coming behind us, it's just going to open up our ability to continue to raise money at much higher share prices, less dilution, and bring in institutional investment and accelerate all our core, which is our barium. Any iodine company, what's the core of a business is having a barium line, an iodine line, and an MRI line, which currently companies use gadolinium. We're focused on creating a whole new line of drugs in that respect, using our fullerene carbon molecules. So it's all very exciting, and it really is launching us forward here into 2025. Our share price is reflecting that, and I think our share price is really all about this pending deal that's going to be announced here as we move forward.
Yeah. You also in 2024 had a sales distribution contract rather for SmoothX for the 2% barium contrast. But in this 2025, a lot of testing is going to be happening on that contrast, the barium line that you have, and that's really the key start to this 2025.
Yeah, that's our number one focus right now is getting our products ready for market, getting the clinical testing completed here, and proving our performance of those products. And once that's done, that's going to open us up to advancing with the FDA so that we can access the U.S. market and European markets. And so it's a major milestone that we're looking to tick off here in the near future. And in addition to that, we're advancing with our streamlined iodine process that was developed by our COO, Brad Willis. And he have come up with a system where we believe that we can produce iodine direct from mineral brine water and reduce costs and go direct into drug manufacturing, which will be a significant cost savings in the iodine drug market. And we're also moving forward with our partner Rain-Cage on developing a new MRI drug as we move forward. And we're partnering with Applied Pharmaceutical Innovations to make all that move forward. And so really it's sales and then solidifying this deal with the multinational, which will allow us to just have a three-pronged approach to really build this business up. And that's what's going to build the value of this company.
Yeah, and lastly, Brent, in the news release, you talk about supply chains and things that are going on around the world and with the space that you're in. And there seems to be a very strong niche for your company to move into to fill some of those gaps, which is really transformational for a company.
Yeah, it's when you're looking at the supply chains and the issues that are going on, with the geopolitical issues that are going on, it's really a perfect storm for us. It's to allow us to become the first vertically integrated company in North America to be a sole provider of all these drugs from domestically produced supply chains. It's going to be critical for the United States and Canada and Mexico. We're going to be able to really secure supply chains, ensuring that patients can get the treatments they need in order to, live longer lives. It really comes down to that, and we're going to be able to reduce waiting times in hospitals because we're being able to supply these drugs domestically. It all really fully encompasses around, building a company that's really focused on the health of people. So.
Yeah, it sounds like you got the strong vision and also the barium to enhance that vision. So there you have it. Brent, thanks so much. Great to see you again, and it was a good letter and really gave a good roadmap for 2025.
Thank you very much.
All right, Brent Willis, the CEO of Voyager Pharmaceuticals.